I think they have, but what they are doing is that they are selling old stock, so they've decided not to shift it.
Then
now.
they are God fearing. People are selling old stock and
with
good prices. I think you should let us know where this is, so we all go and queue, to get some before this.
Well, it's about 7, so it's not difficult to find.
It's not too close for me anyway. I'll come scouting, and check who is selling at lower prices.
I'm telling you.
Well, so let's take a look at issues making news in our country and beyond. So I'll start with the Daily Graphic. Now on the front page of the Daily Graphic, go out, tell success story. Asante need to president. I'd like to take a bit details of that story, but let's look at the other issues. Asante Achim Central Municipal Hospital opened. So the president is in the Ashanti region, trying to commission hospitals, trying to do certain stuff. He visited the Mensha Palace, and the Otumfuo says that go propagate the gospel outside. It's not for here. So if you have any success stories, go tell the people. So IMF negotiations, UK, France, Germany commit to Ghana. Now, let me take a bit of that story. They'll go out and share the gospel story. So there's a story put together by Kwadwo Bafo Donko in Kumasi for the Daily Graphic, and it reads, the Santini Otumfuo said to the second has urged President Akufo-Addo to go out and tell the success story of his administration. He said it was always important for the president to let Ghanaians know what he had been able to achieve so that the people would appreciate his works. The Santini said this when the president called on him at the Mensha Palace yesterday at the start of his 4-day official visit to the Ashanti region. Otumfuo said it was good that the president was in the region to inspect development projects undertaken by the government and wished him well on his visit. He also expressed appreciation to President Akufo-Addo for making it a tradition to seek his blessing at the Mensha Palace before embarking on official trips to the region. So, that is what culture demands. If you visit a certain community, you have to report yourself, to the
in charge.
Occupants of the stool of the land that, I'm a visitor and I'm in your hood. But I think that the advice or the instruction from the Otumfuo is very important. Go out there and share your success story. And I think that the president really has to be on the ground and listen to things for himself. I don't know what kind of reports he gets from his people, but once he is there,
as a leader,
there are a lot of issues and he needs to hear things for himself.
It's critical to have the heartbeat of the people, because it's so easy for people to put layers upon layers between you and reality.
And even sometimes with reporter speech, by the time the final person comes to you, the whole thing is diluted. Like And I'm happy that he'll be visiting the Buankra Inland Port project. Is that project yet?
That project. Anyway, the Ghanaian Times has these headlines. It says, "I'll end Galamsey before end of tenure." It's pretty ballsy. Well, I'll get into that a little bit. Omni SIC Bank supports economy with 714 million Ghana cedi, post 36.9 million Ghana cedi profit in Q3. Now, there's 714 million. Now, it's how many dollars now? It's not much.
I think we spend
it used to be a lot, but now it's not much. TMPC vows to clamp down on unlicensed unregistered herbal medicine practitioners. And Bosome Freho DCE suspended over Galamsey activities. Now, the president says, I will end Galamsey before my end of tenure. And the story is in page 16 of the Ghanaian Times. And President Nana Akufo-Addo has emphasized his stance on illegal mining and said he will put a stop to it before his end of tenure, before the tenure of his office ends. He mentioned that of late, there has been too much talk about illegal mining activities, popularly known as Galamsey, and that means that serious work to end the menace was ongoing. The president has paid a courtesy call on the Asante Hene, as you said earlier on, and then this is where he's making these assertions. Well,
so the president says what, he will end it.
His tenure ends in December of 2024.
Well, let's say 7 January
of 2025.
Because even when we we vote, you know, he'll be on
6th January.
Until 6th January when we do the
So it's the midnight of 6th January.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I take this with a pinch of salt. Your Excellency, I'm sorry, I can't take this.
We have been here for some time.
I'm saying this because if throughout an 8-year period, okay, if 6 years into the 8 years, this is where we are, and the situation is even worse, I wonder what can be done in 2 years.
The situation is maybe twice as bad.
That is
it, you know. He took
over. If in 6 years we've not made any kind of inroads to see that okay, we are winning the fight in a way, I don't know what 2 years will do.
More waters are more polluted. The turbidity levels are ridiculous, insane, and then lands, fertile lands, and acres of forest and farmlands have been decimated.
Quite honestly, I think that we should stop talking.
I mean,
we should just
talking.
If we want to do the work, let's just do it. I mean, the talk is too much. Because I think if we compile, you know, interviews that have been granted, promises that have been made on Galamsey and things around it, I mean, it's ridiculous, you know. So if you're really going to end it, let's end it. Let's not talk. Let's end it, you know. Anyway, so let's go to the Finder. On the front page of the Finder, my government is building 32 hospitals in Ashanti, President Akufo-Addo said as he commissioned 60-bed hospital. Stakeholders make inputs into 2023 budget. YEA employs over 6,000 community health workers. NSS boss urges newly posted personnel to accept postings.
The Chronicle has these headlines. JM to AU, stop coup d'etats in Africa. Okay. The government solicits inputs into 2023 budget. Stakeholders praise Educhum for instituting Education Week. MP woos Moroccan businesses to Yendi. And I've never abandoned Ashanti region, Nanado tells Otumfor. What else would he have said at the Meshia Palace?
Otumfor says, go and tell the people.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26 to 27 says, be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and give no opportunity to the devil.
You're trying.
Okay.
So let me just quickly go through some stories on the Citi newsroom.
Sure.
So today on the Citi newsroom, fuel prices to hit 18 Ghana cedis per litre in December if government doesn't intervene. This is coming from COPEC. Fuel prices jumped to almost 16 Ghana cedis per litre. GPRTU targets 30% to 40% increase in transport fares after fuel price highs. Nana Grada trial continues today. 2022 BEC begins today. Over 500,000 candidates to sit for the exams.
Yeah, I have citibusinessnews.com. It says, unpaid contractors to take legal action against government. We also have fuel prices to hit 18 Ghana cedis per litre in December if government does not intervene. This is coming from COPEC. RCBs urged to leverage technology to meet changing needs of customers. And finally, fuel prices jumps to almost 16 Ghana cedis per litre. All right, well, these are some of the headlines. Go to citinewsroom.com for all your credible news updates, and citibusinessnews.com for all your business updates. It's time for sports.
Before we go on to sports, I think that, you know, we need to really say a word of prayer and also to wish all the candidates of BECE very well. You know, they are going to write the exams today. You know, amidst all the pressures that their parents are going through, and I'm sure that at this point, they are also feeling it a little bit.
Yeah. And one of the things, guys, we know there's a lot of stress when it comes to exam time. We've been there. We felt it before. But try to calm yourselves down and go through the exams, you know, steadily, and you know, success is ahead. All right.
Do not go and talk in the exam hall. Don't go and ask questions. It's better for you to get a B than to get your paper cancelled.
Exactly.
Okay. If you did not learn, too bad.
That one is not.
If you've prepared, don't let anybody distract you.
Exactly.
When somebody calls you, don't mind them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just make sure that you
Good
go.
advice.
Just concentrate on what you've learned. At this point, there's not much you can do. They will even confuse you, so don't go ask anything. You know, if parents who are watching us, give this advice to your wards.
It's
you know,
important.
Because if they come back with their papers cancelled and all of us will feel the heat. You go through the cycle of waking them up, study again and all that. So
the
please,
economy that we are in, you
no
don't want to pay
examination
school fees like
malpractice.
that again.
Okay, we are dealing with fuel and galamsey. Don't add BC to it. Anyways.